Hey there, it's Michael Dake again. Hey, I want to talk about this episode about FOMO, which is fear of missing out. That's the acronym for FOMO. You probably heard about it. So, this is not a new phenomenon. It is old as the ages, and in the karmic game, you're gated by time. How you define time is basically governs how you do everything. It's always in place. It is the gatekeeper that keeps you in the constant state of comparing, monitoring, and judging. So the bottom line of the karma game is that you will lose everything at the end by the so-called death that we've created to experience. You're still here, even if you're not in a physical form, just not in the defined physical that you think that you are. So the game is all about having things and then having them taken away from you. And this happens all the time. So the FOMO moments are set up by setting expectations. Expectations is the law of karma, in which you will always be disappointed because you'll never meet your expectations. That's how the game is set up. So the expectations are enwrapped in your quest to perform. So you always have to perform in the karma game in everything that you do. In essence, you have to hang up all your magic at the saloon door before you can go into the bar to get your warm sarsaparilla. Yeah, it's warm. So you believe that you have to do everything by yourself to prove that you're worthy and have value, and you're trying to be perfect because you think that by doing things, that is who you are. Well, not so. But what happens is simply, and what transpires is that through you, that you are trying to control all the variables in the equation of your life as best as you can, you will not end up where you think you should be. It never will. And as long as you are setting expectations, you're going to fall short. So time rules the law of expectations. You will always have deadlines to make you feel that you have to complete something by a certain period of time, or else you haven't succeeded or somehow you failed. And what happens? You are always running out of time. There's never enough time to complete what you think you need to accomplish. Then what occurs is you have to settle for less. You beat yourself up. You go into the woulda, shouldas, and again, you are disappointed, which then leads to anxiety that overwhelms your thoughts because you judge yourself and compare what you thought you had to accomplish and what you did not accomplish. Your performance simply doesn't measure up. Now, only if you had more time or you had less to do, that would make everything so much more simple. But the game's not set up that way. So the FOMO moments come as you define that you can only do certain things once, or otherwise you're not going to have the ability to do that. In your heart space, this never happens. So take age, for example. So I have to do this before I get to this age. And other conditions you place upon yourself because you're too young or too old to do something. Or maybe you've heard of bucket lists, things that you like to do or want to do before you get to the end of the game, if you will, by not being here in a physical body. So ever make a list of things to do? Yeah. Do you feel pressure to complete them? Do you assign a timeline to your list so you can cross them off to see where you're at? Yeah, I thought so. So fear is wrapped up in the FOMO moments based on the need to perform within a certain period of time. So you ready for your secret weapon? You already have it. It's right here in your heart space. It is your heart. Your heart is the law of expectancy. This means that whatever you need or want is already there. Your magic, your beloved, your belief, your love, your trust and faith is in you already. It hasn't gone anywhere. It's always been there and it never can be taken away from you, ever. In your heart, there's never any FOMO moments. You can never miss out on anything because in your heart, there's no time, no limitations. And the law of attraction does not apply. You simply have everything you need and want as you wish and as much as you want. You can't run out of this stuff. That's your abundance. So when you employ phase shifting with the detached free fall method, you simply are going into your magic and becoming your changes before the changes become you. And believe me, When you get a hankering for a cold sarsaparilla on a hot, dusty day, you don't have to hang up your magic at the saloon door and end up settling for that usual warm sarsaparilla that is typically waiting for you. So always be in your heart space and know that your magic is always here. And also remember, hit the subscribe button if you like the content. And if you have any questions, let me know by replying to this video, and we'll get them answered for you. Thanks for listening.